Hey, what's up, guys? It's Barber Chris. With this COVID-19 crisis going on, I wanted to make a short video on the best way to do haircuts at home. Basically, these are for people who go to a barber on a regular basis, but for any sort of situation, it's going to be longer before you can get your next haircut. And you're going to try to clean it up at home, or you want your significant other to try to clean it up. I've seen a lot on social media about people either jokingly or being kind of serious that I'm gonna have to cut my own hair now, I'm gonna have my significant other cut my hair. So what I'm gonna do is just give you some pointers from me, from a master barber, on how I would want you to do that before you come see me again. Okay, so I'm assuming that you probably already have clippers at home, and you have guards that look something like this. If you don't have guards and you just have a clipper, those are going to be useless. You're going to need guards like these. So these are the clippers that I use. Obviously these are professional clippers. These are Oster, O-S-T-E-R speed lines. And they're essentially the same clipper as an Oster fast feed. Great clippers. You can get them for 50, 60 bucks on Amazon, and you'll get all these guards with them. You can also get Walls. Those are good clippers too. They'll have the guards like these. So these clippers have the adjustable blade right there. You can see that goes up and down. So that can give you different length using the guards. So what we're going to want to do is, you can do everything you need to do with just this one clipper. I have two more clippers than this, but obviously I'm doing a lot more extensive hair cutting, for lack of a better term, than you will be doing. What we're trying to do for you guys is just keep you looking okay, keep the hair off your neck until you can get back in to see me. So what you're going to want to do, so what I want you to do is, if you have hair, if your hair on top is long enough to where you can style it after you get it cut, you try to style it up. My hair's all jacked up right now, but then I just want you to leave it alone. You can go a month, even 2 months without cutting the top of your hair. It might get a little annoying. But really in a month it might grow an inch, maybe a little more than an inch. So I would rather you deal with that than try to take one of these guards and run it over the top, because what's going to happen is first off, these aren't going to cut very even, especially these really long big ones. They don't cut very even. They miss hairs. Your hair's going to be all uneven up there. And when you get back into your cowlick area back here, what's going to happen is you're going to cut that out, and then you're going to be spending months trying to get that to grow back in and lay right and look right. So I would say just leave the top alone. We can deal with that later. If you already have really short hair and you already use a guard, probably not this long, but if you use one that's like a smaller guard, you keep your hair short on top, then just use that guard. Take that guard over the top, and then the whole process is the same going from the top down. Whether you leave it or you do cut it with a shorter guard, the whole process is going to be the same. So if you're going to leave your hair, if you leave your hair longer on top, like I want you to, then we're going to find probably the longest blade, and this is a 8, and just start from the longest, put it up to your hair, and you can see where it'll show you how much is coming out of the edge through the teeth. That's how much it's going to take off. So you can see, even with this longest one, I'm taking off quite a bit of hair here, so we don't even want to do that. What we want to do is find one, because we already know this is pretty long on top. So we want to start from about here. So we're going to find a different blade. This here is a 6. So we'll take that, and you can see that there it's taken off a little bit. So that would kind of go right into what I have on top. So we're going to take that. I'm going to take that, put that on your clipper. And then you would just go up and out like that. Go all the way around. Back's going to be the hard part. You take off that 6, drop it down to a 5. Put that 5 on there. Go up, just not quite as far as you went with the 6. And just work all the way down through your guards, down to the 4, down to 3, till you get down here. And that's going to give you kind of that taper. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than just running a guard all over it. Now you can take your clippers here with no guard on, put the lever all the way up. That's going to be short. That's going to be almost bald. That basically is bald. You take it and you can kind of just go around the edges like that. On the back, take it, hit those hairs where your hairline is. Now what I see a lot, people come into the shop and they've had their girlfriend or wife or whoever clean up their hair in between haircuts. And a lot of times they get way too far up into the hairline here. You would rather be down too far than too high. So just make a conscious effort to realize where that actual hairline is. The neck hair is gonna feel and look different than your actual hair. Only cut that hair that's neck hair. Don't get up into the actual hair. That's a nightmare too for barbers to try to fix that when you come in and it's cut way up too high. So just do that. You can also get, if you have like a safety razor or like one of those Mach 5s or whatever you use to shave with. You can, after you use these, you can take that and just kind of go around where you already have kind of lined up, not into your actual hair. Go through and get that down even closer. So if you do those things, it's gonna keep your hair looking decent. It's gonna keep the hair off your neck until you can come back in and see your barber. So, to recap, first, leave the top alone, unless you're gonna go really, really short on top with a short guard. A short guard is gonna essentially means you're buzzing it on top. It's gonna be shorter than an inch. At that length, you can't do anything with it. It's short, it's a buzz. Step 2, find the guard that's going to be the longest guard. That still will take a little bit off up in this area. Work your way down, go from that down to the next, so on as you go down. With the clippers, you want to go up and out, up and out. By the time you get up to here, you're not even on the head anymore. Not like this. This part's flat against the head. The front part is facing out. So you're like this. Okay? Those are the basic tips I can give you on doing a quick haircut at home to keep you clean in between haircuts. I would love for you to subscribe here to my YouTube channel, my social media at Barber Chris Mount P. I do have one video up on YouTube right now of me actually doing a haircut. And if you look at that and actually see me doing it, because I go through the same process every time. I start at the top and I work my way down. Obviously, I'm just going a lot faster and using blades rather than just little differences, but same technique. So if you want to check that out, that would help too. And I'm about to get another video up here, hopefully in the next day or two, of another haircut, a more basic haircut, and also with a beard trim. So same concept with beards too, with the clippers, with the guards. So yeah, please subscribe, follow me, share this, and I hope that this helps anybody out. And yeah, man, we'll get through all this stuff. Go America.